I've been playing pen and paper RPGs for a lot of years now.
And I've just been playing for a little under a year.
But we both really, really love it, and so that's kind of what we want to talk about. With so many different systems and all of the different rules, things can sometimes get a little bit confusing.
So we're going to talk about some of those systems and some of the rules, as well as just general topics.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Dawn.
And this is Roll for Initiative.
Hi Geek and Sundry. Hi Internet. This is our first episode. We're really excited. Hopefully future episodes might be on Geek and Sundry.
Hint, hint. Wink, wink.
Why do we love pen and paper RPGs?
I've been playing for a long time, and for me it was always just a really great way to get to tell my story, either as the game master or just one of the characters. And that's something you can't do on the computer or on your Xbox or on your Atari or anything like that.
I love that you can create a world, or you can run a game in an existing world that kind of lets you take all of those characters from books and movies that you're like, oh, I wish I could see this character in this setting. And you can do that. When I was little, my older brother played Dungeons and Dragons, and I remember being interested in it, and especially with the dice, and then I just kind of I forgot about it until I started playing again. I was like, oh my god, this was the thing that I was fascinated about when I was a kid!
But I got introduced to D&D 2.0 when I was in college, and that's what I ran for a number of years with a really good group of friends.
I got started playing about a year ago. Ryan invited me to join his friends who were playing this Pathfinder campaign. I went with the plans to try it out, see if I liked it, and was instantly hooked.
Before you get started, it's always good to have an idea of what it is that you need to play. And with pen and paper, you don't really need much. Obviously, you need pen.
And paper.
Or a pencil. And in possibly the biggest scumbag RPG move, you do need a whole lot of friends. Or at least maybe 2 or 3. We find that a good group size for us is 1 person game mastering, and then 2 to 4 other people actually playing.
You will need a system to get yourself started.
Now, there's the good old D&D. Please don't sue us, Wizards of the Coast. But then there's also Pathfinder. We can get into the history of Pathfinder in another episode, but for right now, find a system you find interesting and pick that. Fantasy, or space opera, or Neo Tokyo, everybody is a cyborg. It's fine. Find something that you like and pick that as your starter system.
Once you have the starter system, that will help determine what other things you need. Whether you need dice, whether you need minis and maps.
And because it's not on a computer screen or on your television screen, the other thing to make sure that you bring to the game, and it'll cultivate over the time, is your imagination.
So oftentimes the most entertaining moments in a session is when somebody comes up with an idea the GM had no idea was going to happen and goes, hold on a second, and has to figure out, how do my NPCs react to this complete, I had this whole quest planned, and now they just went that way instead.
Overall, what this show is about, what this little vlog from the two of us is about, is how to have a good time while you're playing and set yourself up well so that you know what the different rules are, or some of the variant rules, and a lot of homebrew rules that you kind of just make up. So we'll talk about a lot of those things.
We also will talk about general pen and paper things, like food, what you need to bring with you, how to schedule a session so that you're not running too long, not running too short, have plenty of breaks.
And make sure everyone can get there, which can become a problem. So next time, we're going to talk about minis. I like using them, not everyone does, so we'll just kind of talk about them in general.
And I want to talk about what I wish other people knew about pen and paper games.
What else we're going to talk about is completely up to you. So down below us somewhere, there's a subscribe, there's a like, and there's a comment field. Hopefully we'll read through it and find some really cool things that you want us to talk about.
And don't forget to go over to Geek and Sundry's vlog channel and subscribe to all of the awesome vloggers over there. Like and subscribe, and don't forget to comment. And we will see you next time on Roll for Initiative.